trees and shit. I guess popped another power line or some shit. I don't know, but it's fucking really not that bad out here right now. As long as you're not sitting in like direct sun like my retarded ass is doing right now.
Yeah,
It's
it's
pretty
only
fucking.
80. Yeah, it's only 82 here, you know, and yeah, it was we're live. Ain't nobody watching yet, but it might
Oh,
take
my
some.
situational awareness is on point, sir.
Oh yeah, you think so?
Sometimes I went out there a minute ago. I was like, hey, I was like, I'm gonna need you to come wake me up like an hour. Spent like 15 seconds trying to get the cat in there. Then I was like,
Right.
man, I think I went to last night. I think bed. Hell, probably fucking 10 o'clock. Then I woke up like 6:30 this morning because I had to go do laundry and shit. Boy, my blanket funky. Wash the pillow and all that shit.
Hell, still ain't nobody watching, man. Hell, may not nobody give a crap.
It'll take that couple minutes for people to get that ding. What is today? Monday?
Yeah, yeah, it's Monday. Yeah,
Doesn't feel like.
I was freaking wore out, dude. I I got a text message a while ago. You know, my wife waited and left this morning to go stay with her mom for a couple of days, and she was like, she texted me a while ago, and she goes, I forgot to leave some money, you know, because our daughter's got the volleyball lessons that she takes, and it costs money each time. I was like, well, I happen to have some cash left over, you know, so
Out there
oh,
turning tricks on the lake,
right, fix that there. I've been close enough to you for the last few days. I don't need to be.
right? Why are you trying to snuggle and shit, man?
I don't know.
I know I had to text Tribe and be like, bro, you motherfuckers need to be there next time. That was the shit.
Yeah, they definitely they definitely missed out on anybody that didn't come. Definitely missed out on a good time.
Oh, Mojo texted me this morning. I guess yesterday, pretty. I don't know if it was like right when they got home or sometime last night, but his oldest little Chihuahua died last night. One that he brought with him.
Oh, yeah, the one that was tucked up under the seat.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll be dang.
he said he was like 16 years old,
Hmm.
but at least to get one last
Oh,
road trip.
dude, I know what the hell the problem is. It's still on unlisted.
What the hell, man?
There we go. That's why ain't nobody joining in. Hell, it's unlisted, bro. Damn, man, was this your first time ever doing YouTube or what?
Oh, YouTube? Oh, I thought we were on Discord.
Oh, right. Like what the hell, man? Now I
Well,
see.
that just gives people about 4 to 6 minutes of it's like their director's cut of the live whenever they watch the replay.
Right.
Mhm.
Should be live now.
Are you sure? Are you
Well,
sure?
I might need to go and look. Yeah, we're live. We're live in public now. I had it on.
Mhm.
I had it on unlisted.
The the first person who shows up, be like, "Hey, how's it going?" And then we'll go ahead and end it on. Fuck,
Yeah,
they can keep psyching people.
that'd be Camel Carl. What's up, brother?
Sorry, Carl. Been fun. See you later.
Right? Yeah, we're yeah. We've been back here for like 10 minutes talking and thought nobody wanted to be here, and now we're over it.
Right? We done gotten our feelings and shit. Like, man, fuck these people.
Yeah, fuck all these people, man. I told them I was going live. Nobody wanted to show up.
Right?
Right. Well, that's what happens when you're tired, man. I'm still tired, bro. You know,
I finally just now shook the shit out of my head from just waking up. It's still there a
right?
little bit. I'm still a little foggy.
Yeah, yeah. I told my wife yesterday when I got home. I was like, I'm not working tomorrow and not working Tuesday. I'm just going to go ahead and call it now, because I was like, man, I'm wore out. Jeez, it was a man.
Hey,
What?
I just notification that Backwoods is live.
Uh, well, hell, yeah, man, fuck that dude, man.
Right?
Who,
Such
who the
a
hell is
man.
backwoods? Who cares? Yeah, Camel Carl, that shit happens a lot, man. It really does. YouTube unsubbing you and stuff. It's Red Dawn. Elusive.
What's up with you?
What's up, brother? I don't know what Elusive is doing today. Probably nothing, but if you want to come up on the panel, let me know. I I can email. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to email that other deal too to Elusive.
Motherfucker.
And Dino. Who's Dino? Who's that guy?
Ain't never heard of him. Is
He
that one of those oh, that's Pivot.
Yeah, Pivot.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
if you weren't there, then you don't know.
Is that is is Dino sounds like one of them names of a really really small guy.
Really does.
Yeah.
Like a bald guy curly and shit.
Yeah. Somebody that I can just look and start laughing. Look, there's Prepper Steady.
Well, we don't want to see these people. We already saw these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Give us somebody new.
Well, elusive though. I mean, even though we hung out with him for the last 3 or 4 days, I mean, he's you know he was pretty cool. I gotta say.
Right. Be charming. What's up? I just turned the thing on. What's up, Tiger? Mama Bear, what's up with you? Wait, who was saying I was hating? Was that Tiger saying? I ain't hating Tiger. What you talking about? Hey, your old man is the shit. I will hang out with him any fucking day.
Oh yeah, Tiger's old man,
Yeah,
no doubt.
he's silly as shit, man.
Yeah, yeah, he was. That boy. That dude was a trip. Hell, man. I mean, really, a lot of the people were their spouses and stuff.
I don't know how many people are in here, but I'll go ahead and say this once. I might have to
27.
say it 30,000 more times, but I did not record that much because I pretty much left my phone in the tent. Like I'm telling you, the only uh the only time that we didn't have people around the camp was probably 3 o'clock in the morning till 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
Everything other than that, we was either having breakfast with Random and Sister Marie and Random's old man, cool as fuck. You know what I
cool
mean?
as
So
fuck.
we just got caught up in the moment, man. It was like shit, you should have been here. You want to see what's going on, you should have been here. I'm
Right.
telling you, he was
Well,
literally stopped 21 hours a day. We never left the camp except to go to the pavilion. Other than that, constantly on that site with everybody, breaking bread every single meal. There's just too much going on to record, and we had no signal. I was like, "Fuck, it, I'm gonna hang out."
what's up, Keith? SKM in the house. Georgia Peach. What's up, Georgia Peach? Mama Bear. Sister Marie.
What's up?
Tiger. Joe Morgan. What's up, brother?
Oh, I'll say, I don't know if you got any wrenches in here. Sister Marie put out a couple videos. Sister Marie, I think, is the only one who got us Me and Elusive and Random's old man were the only people that had the testicles to jump into the lake first couple times. I had to peer pressure him and the other one to be like, hey, you're supposed to be setting an example for these chillins that you can still be 113 years old and have fun. You know what I mean? So Backwoods finally got into the lake.
That's just not very nice, man, because you're not telling the whole story.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't either. I did kind of go squirrel all of a sudden.
Oh yeah, that's not even what I was gonna say. Uh, I was gonna say another reason I didn't record so much. Sister Marie, uh, Sophia, pretty much Doc Mac, all these other channels. I don't know if Tiger recorded anything for that. I'm not sure, but there other people recorded stuff. So if I know Sister Marie she's gonna put up a few things. I do believe. So go check them out if y'all want to see what went
Doc Mac. Yeah,
on.
that's. Oh my gosh, looky here. Red October.
Sup, Red?
Red.
You gonna eat your cornbread?
Right.
Oh, I will say,
Right.
I heard you bragging about your Skittles this morning. Fuck you. Fawn brought me some pocket carrots.
True.
You think I've
She
been walking
did.
around all day with a pocket full of carrots?
Yep. Yeah. She did. Um Spotted Pond brought me the Skittles and brought Hutch some pocket carrots. Hey, milkmaid.
What's up, Milk?
Hoot hoot.
Who?
Yeah, man. You know, and it may take a few days or something, or whatever. But if anybody has any questions or anything about the meetup, and if somebody else is interested in doing that, closer to your house and maybe having some people, you know, you're welcome. I'll speak for myself on this. You're welcome to hit me up an email or anything anytime. I'm sure Hutch won't mind, but just talk about some of the things that we seen, some of the things that we learned, and some of the ways. I really think that the like-minded people that showed up, it was pretty easy to get along. But even like-minded people can have disagreements. But I think the pushing of this is not a place to come and start trouble. We will, it's zero tolerance on starting trouble. I think helps a lot, to really express that. And hey,
See,
Arkwall,
I would even go a little bit further and throw in a technicality and
man.
not just like-minded people don't mean shit because
Right.
most of these like-minded get-togethers have been like sisters and shit like that. You know what I mean? Where it's more of like a fair, like a come buy some stuff fair. You know what I mean?
Right.
We uh we had the same culture. I'll put it that way. I mean, it might not
Yeah.
seem like the distinction, but like I was telling it, me and Doc and Donkey were up 4 o'clock in the fucking morning talking. I was like, shit, it's Bill Gates is like minded. You know what I mean? We
Right.
like minded don't shit. We got the same culture. And I think that's why it worked out pretty good. Wasn't nobody trying to sell nothing. Wasn't nobody being fake and doing all that other bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we're doing it again next year. We're gonna try to make this an every year thing. Real shit.
What's up, Savage Zen? There must be respect between people, or shit will hit the fan, even with like-minded people. Exactly. Yeah, and it was. What's up, Ghetto? Ghetto's in the house.
What's up, Miss Ghetto's husband?
Miss Ghetto's husband. There's Rescue. How you doing, brother? Bug dude. Bug dude.
I
What's
was gonna
up?
jump on rescue, but I was playing with logic, brother.
Who had the reddest neck? That would probably be random.
Like literally,
No, like who was?
who's the biggest redneck?
I guess that's what they're saying.
Hey,
What's up, Kentucky Patriot?
random is the shit, but she is the ditziest some bitch.
I know. True American Loretta. What's up? What's up, Milkmaid? Yeah. Yeah. She cool as hell, man.
Right.
She's. I would say she's definitely a redneck.
Yeah. That accent fucked me up.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Even a elusive's old lady, she got that strong ass accent too, man. She was cool as fuck. Elusive, tell your old lady, what's up?
Right.
She's one of
Yeah.
us now.
Oh yeah.
She can come around without you. We don't need you, elusive.
Right. Yeah. 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 Lucy's old lady was cool as hell, man. She was. That accent, man, she had was tripping me out, man. I was digging it, man. I was like, hell yeah, you know.
What they packed their car so goddamn tight that they had to leave their R's in Boston.
Yeah.
I can't see the chat, y'all. So if I'm missing anything, I apologize.
Well, if anybody acknowledges you on anything or whatever, I'll let you know. But ain't nobody's even said hi to you or anything.
Sounds about right. I understand.
Hell, they ain't even said hi to me. So, to be honest with you, they're doing, just like when I was there, when you and I was sitting up under that one canopy, and I was talking about theirs, and everybody was sitting down there, and I was like, well, there's top chat, and we're like live chat over here. Yeah.
Well, for any of y'all who did not see,
You
I I've been awake for about 23 minutes now.
you you were breaking. Oh yeah, you're just saying you were breaking up a little bit, but I think what you're saying, anybody that didn't see, you've only been awake for 23 minutes. Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I hadn't been. I woke up. It was, man. I don't remember. It was only about 20 minutes or so before I got on rescues panel. So whatever time that was is when I'd only been awake for about 20 minutes.
Right, Tiger. I don't know if anybody got any video. Yeah, the canopy up fucking flew away. But I was coming down the hill. They tried to give me a hard time, like, why the fuck didn't you run and catch it? I was like, because the other motherfuckers were. Yeah. I was coming down the hill from the shower, man.
Yeah,
They
that
pulled up.
canopy. Yeah, that canopy. Hey, Mark Chesser. That canopy could have been a bad deal. There's Spotted Fawn. Oh, chat's jumping.
What's up, Paul?
Some cool folks right there. Let me tell you something. Anybody that don't know Spotted Fawn from chat, or some that do and everything, let me just tell you, Spotted Fawn is and her old man is they're the shit, man. I'm telling you, great freaking people.
I will say though, Fawn, you need to change your thumbnail picture. That looks nothing like
Right. Right, always going around. Who is these people coming up?
you. We almost all ganged up on Dino though. Hot B. He came
Yeah,
circling around all late at night, pointing at motherfuckers. We're all like, "What? Who the fuck is this dude pointing at us?"
yeah. Me and Hutch was over at Elusive's campground, and we seen that truck. Him come in his truck, and he's coming around the little circle there. He's pointing. He's pointing over there at us, and we're all like, what? You know, it's like, dude, you about to fuck around and find out, man. This ain't, you coming to the wrong campsite, you know, and shit, pointing and acting all creepy and shit. And then we seen it was Dino. It was a POTB. So we was like, oh hell, that's POTB.
We ought to jump him anyway,
Yeah, we should have.
right?
He looked he looked about stocky enough that he might could handle the three of us for a minute.
One second.
Uh,
The wife's
but
upstairs,
yeah,
baby.
it was oh yeah. Anyway, Georgia Peach. Yeah. Well, what happened was um what we did was Red October says take out his legs. He's short. Dino is not short.
He's he's about the same height as me. Well, he's pretty much the same height as me. What the
Yeah.
fuck? I'll give him all.
Tiger says, "Damn, I thought y'all were gonna jump me and my old man." Oh man, we was you know because there was so many of us around there, and I mean you know when people would come in, we was watching who they were and make sure you know people wasn't up to no funny business. You know we had people that were watching. I'll just put it that way, that were watching for any funny business. Anyway, Georgia Peach, yeah, what happened was we you know set up the tents and staked everything down and staked the tarp down and the canopy and staked it all down and got it all nice and neat and stuff. And then you know when we were doing some other stuff and meeting with people and yada yada, and we set up the canopy over the another canopy over the picnic table. So it was like you know we didn't stake it down, and we got some wind start coming in that next day. And well, we got a gust, and it hit it blew. We were a bunch of us were sitting under the original canopy where the tents were because the air conditioner was there, and we was passing around the crack pipe air hose we had going on, air conditioner hose. And
It ended up in some weird places. We'll just say that.
yeah, it did. I Yeah. um so, so I just thought about some shit on that, Sophia B. See, guys, I'm telling y'all, if y'all get a chance to ever do something like this or come to it, even if you can only stay a day or two, man, I'm telling you, you do not want to miss out on something like this. This just a lot of things that you're not going to catch on recording. You know, it's a lot of things that you know, I was on emergency signal the whole time, and it just yeah, but anyway, I was going to tell George Peach real quick. Anyway, we were sitting under the canopy, and so we got a real huge gust of wind, and the one that we didn't stake down blew right freaking at us. And I'm talking about it hit the canopy leg, and the tent hutch was staying in, and like caved half the tent in, and freaking if that canopy wouldn't have been staked down on that leg right there, it would have come on through and hit Ohio first, and I was sitting right beside Ohio. It would have wiped us out, man. Wiped her out first, though, you know. And luckily, it hit the canopy leg, and it man, it slammed up against there, and I mean, it was loud too, and yeah, it tore a hole in my canopy, and yeah, it was kind of a bad deal there just for a quick minute. Uniquely written. Well, hello. I'm glad you caught alive. I hope you enjoy. And there's Captain Coral. Now that it's Captain Coral, for some reason it's just like I want to holler out Captain K. caveman. You know, just I don't know because just I don't know why I'm weird
I
like
think
that. Okay,
cereal. I think cereal every time.
like Captain Crunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think we had any feds there. If we did, boy, they were dedicated to being undercover.
Well, um, now I mean we could maybe question that this one here might have been a Fed. This elusive prepper guy. I mean he was pretty cool and on his game and I think a couple of times I caught him talking normal instead of with that real high accent.
He he was a little bit straight edge. You know what I mean? He was like, no, I don't want to touch anything. He wouldn't even take a beer or a shot or anything. Yeah. You need to loosen up, brother.
Right? I know. I don't know about this elusive guy. We might have to dig into him a little bit. Elusive says, "Shit, I blew my cover." It was the boat, man. It was the boat.
Nope.
It was Hutch knows what I'm talking about. It was the boat thing. That's what blew your cover. We were testing you, man. No, that's a straight up motherfucker right there, man. From everything, all the vibes I got, and just for look at Peach. What the shit?
Hey, I got piles on all y'all motherfuckers.
We got some, yeah, yeah. Y'all just thought some shit didn't get recorded.
Right? I will
Yeah,
say, a lot of the stuff that I got though, uh, some people were like, don't show my face, and some people were too distracted to ask. You know what I mean? So I was like,
right.
I'm gonna try not to show too many people's faces that haven't actually been on camera before. You know what I mean?
Yard
So
dog, what's up? Look, what's up, yard dog? I seen him say something in chat earlier over there at Rescues, I believe it was, or maybe he said it on that video. That's where it was. He said something about he wished he could have been there and stuff. I wished he could have too, man. I'm telling you, man, we had a great freaking time, man.
well, I wish that I could have had $1 million. So I guess it all just means a bunch of nothing, doesn't it? The
Right,
ironic motherfucker.
right. Yeah, yard dog. Yeah, you know what? I agree with you on that, man. Yeah, wish in one hand, shit in the other, and see which one fills up quicker.
Right? At this point, all I hear is excuses on excuses.
Yep,
Hey, some of these people drove 20 plus hours.
yep. Well, shit. Look at Elusive and them. They left early yesterday morning, and they're still driving, man.
He's still on the road.
Yeah, that's what he said. That because I'd said something about I'd send him a link if he wanted to jump up, basically, and he's still on the road.
I know the randoms and the bees. I think we're gonna do layovers. So
Yeah,
everybody straight through the first night, and then on the way home, everybody was 6, 10 hours, however long, and then stop. Oh boy, there was not a whole lot of opportunity for sleep with this thing.
oh, he's getting in him field wings. We should have hugged him a couple of extra times, man. So is him
Oh,
going quiet?
you didn't get your potpourri. Anytime I need to think of steady, oh yeah, that's steady.
Yeah, exactly. No, we didn't think as far as Hutch and I knew, that steading wasn't coming because of a breakdown or something, and I'd mentioned that to Steading. I was like, "Damn, I didn't think he was coming." Man, I'm glad to see you. And he was like, "No, I was just saying I might not be able to come." but he said he never dropped his plans on coming, you know. And I was like, oh, okay, you know. But I'm glad
That
he
was
was there, man.
I pretty much blew it off. I hear so many people pot me like, oh, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there. You know what I mean? That you know what I'm saying? We heard a lot of excuses, so we just threw him in the excuse pile and carried on. We got up to the pavilion, and he called and was like, "You motherfuckers, I'm here." I was like, "Oh, my bad."
Yeah, yeah. Uh, Captain Curl said I saw one pic where Stedding had his tongue in Backwood's ear. Yeah, well, there's another picture somewhere floating around of where I've got my tongue in his ear.
That's the one with Doc Mac at the last picture as we was leaving out. Doc Mac's
Yeah,
there. So,
uh, this dang chat's jumping. Mark Bottoms.
elusive 100,000%. Yes, 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 yes. Looks exactly like a Tiger King.
Mark Bottoms said, "Where was the meetup?" It was in Warsaw, Missouri, at Osage Campgrounds, Osage Beach or whatever Bluff, Osage Bluff Campground.
Next year we're gonna try to find someplace a little bit more secluded. Because 2 o'clock in the morning, we was loud. It was very loud at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, yeah, it was loud. It Oh, poor yard dog had to work.
Oh,
Funny, it's funny because I have a job too, and the bees, you know, Christopher has a job, and
you got a job.
Random's old man's got a job, and
Sounds like you
Steady,
saying Elusive and his old lady are homeless.
yeah, right, and Elusive, you know, had a job, and I was thinking, I'm pretty sure, you know, I know Spotted Fawn and her husband, you know, jobs. So I just hear excuses again.
Oh, look, Mayhem just happens to be perfectly healthy today. Look at him. That morning
Yeah,
sickness is past.
yeah, yeah. He was just having morning sickness.
He's oh, I had that. How long is that camp out? Oh, I had that 72-hour flu. Sorry guys, I just got it.
Yeah, it was morning sickness, and I think Stedding had something to do with it. I think that's why Stedding was late.
They were bumping trucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that park ranger did look 12 years old. That was a little fella.
You know, Milkmaid, um, shaving cream pie, ghetto. This chat is jumping, stupid thing. Yeah, the water balloon fight, and Milkmaid was talking about, you know, shaving cream fight. I don't know why, but it just wasn't that setting. I don't. Does that make sense? It's like, not that anybody discouraged anything like that. It was, man, we were just like, seriously, man. Everybody was so just like, everybody was just so like chilling together. You know what I'm saying? It was. I don't know how to say it. It just, like, nobody left at all except to go to the store to get stuff, and then we all, you know, caravanned up there Friday night to have the cookout. But hell, it wasn't any different than what we were doing in the camp. You know, it just, people would get hungry and people would cook food, you know, and the people that wanted to eat would eat, and the people that didn't, you know, and we would sit around, and it was just, uh Random JL's husband is a freaking awesome cook. I mean, he made some really good food. Hutch one morning, and JL's husband was, you know, cooked everybody eggs and bacon and stuff. And like one morning, I cooked some um, ham, some of that breakfast ham, cooked that up, and the next morning, I think, I don't know, man. Just everybody, you know, would just, because the Coleman stove was right there, and a bunch of pots and pans I had there, and different dishes and stuff, and or like forks and stuff, and it was just it was sitting there in a big container by it, and just people would get. And did y'all at least use my spot? Ma'am says no. Um, no, we didn't. Hell,
We didn't.
mayhem just we didn't use. I mean, it depends on what you want to say by use. No, nobody went to your spot actually. Sophia B and them had that spot,
Never even touched it.
and yeah, never touched it. I'm telling you, people literally were in our camp from 6 o'clock in the morning till 3 o'clock at night, and the next morning 6 o'clock, people were showing up again. And I mean, we just pretty much my campground, mine and Hutch's campground that we had was. I mean, that was the and when we were kind of centered around in everybody, and we were centered around, but kind of like the lake right there, So, no, I didn't. We didn't talk about the altar at the pavilion.
I never even went down and looked at it.
Yeah, it was really creepy. The bathrooms were a long ways off, and so the lady folks had to walk a long ways to go to the bathroom. Some of them did, but some of the men folks, would just go right off the hill into the woods right there. But yeah, so there was this bench thing back there, and there was a bunch of rocks on the table, and like me and Elusive and them were down there, and it's like what the hell is that? What the hell's all them rocks? And we went over by that table and started looking, and it was a bunch of rocks piled up in two separate piles, and they had like feathers and stuff on top of them, and there was a bunch of candle wax that was melted, and everything, and it was so one of the piles had a piece of paper, and it was kind of folded up and stuff, so you could see that it had writing on it, but you couldn't read any, really any of the writing because they were up under the rocks, and I wasn't about to. I ain't touching any of that stuff. Like I was like I'm getting away from the table even because yeah. So there was some ritual stuff going on there for
But
sure.
see, the day before, me and Mojo rode over there to see what kind of grill that the pavilion had, and there was like they were trying to stealth camp, like because it was a steep hill, so they had their
Yeah.
jeep all the way down like into the trees, and they were sitting down there. It was a bunch of they, uh, what somebody said they found a couple heroin rigs that they left over
Hmm.
that way, and
Hmm.
they exactly what they look like. Because he came over to try to talk to me and Mojo about our bikes and shit.
Yeah, elusive. Hoot Owl says he wished he could have met elusive in person, and I wanted to speak on that and just say, dude, you have no idea of I mean, just being straight up of how fun elusive is. I mean, dude, I was blown away, man, by hanging out with him, man. He was, I mean, everybody was that way, it was just, and then Captain Coral was asking, did I keep everyone up fishing? No, actually, I hardly fished at all. Hutch and I stayed up till 1 o'clock that one night,
Well,
two
that's what
o'clock.
you took that one fish at 156, that drum, and that was the only thing
Yeah,
that was the biggest fish of the entire thing. Like we sat out there, me, you, and Elusive went out there at what, like 12:30, something like that.
yeah,
2 3 hours sat out there. That's all the fishing we did.
yeah. The bees, except for Sophia, came down there and fished for a little bit right at first too, and then they left, and then a little bit later, Elusive left, and then it was just me and Hutch for a while down there fishing, and like I said, honestly, like the water balloon or fights or everybody fishing a lot and stuff. It just I don't know. It was just not. The kids went fishing, but it was just I don't know the vibe. the vibe, you know what I'm saying? It just never came around. You know, it was
But you
more of
had all this other stuff going on that it was, you know what I mean? You
right.
literally always have something to do. You're like, hey, let me do this. And we go squirrel in real life, just like we go on, like worse than we go on here. So
Yeah.
it's like, hey, oh, my that group. And then, oh, shit, shit. You know what I mean? So it was literally everywhere
Well,
at all times.
I think a good way to look at this is more of, you know, this was the first time doing a meetup like that amongst us, and it was like, man, I can fish anytime. I can I can do any of this stuff anytime. It was more of, this is a once in a lifetime deal, man, and we were having so much fun sitting around and interacting with each other, just talking and cooking and playing cards and laughing and stuff, that we didn't get bored enough to go, hey, we should do a water balloon fight, or hey, let's go fishing, to have something. You know what I mean? It was more of a, we never got bored enough to think like that. You know what I mean? I was having too much fun at the campground.
So you never get a second first. So
Right.
hey, if y'all whoever missed this thing, I'm telling you right now, you should regret it.
Yeah. Yeah, and we're going to do it again next year. And there's kind of been some hinting around that it might happen again a lot sooner than that, like this year, like some type of a meetup, and I don't know that it'll be as long or whatever, and but we're for sure planning one for next year, and you
We'll be
know,
sending out surveys to everybody's email. Ignore the government letterhead. That's just
right?
Google. What can you do? You know what I mean?
Yeah, just
And
Google,
I'm gonna need you guys to fill those surveys out and send them back. And that's how we'll decide what to do.
and you see, like right there, Tiger, let's do it. Look at Spotted Fawn. Yes, because these people were there and they understand. Um, you know, they understand that. And Sister Marie said it was the bonding moment. Fellowship. And that the people that were there, they understand what I'm talking about. Of I never. I mean, if somebody would have said, "Let's do the water balloon fight," I'm sure everybody probably would have been like, "Hell yeah, let's do it." But I mean, that was the whole thing of, at first I was gonna, make these sheets, and there's trails up here, and there's this doing that, and for me it was like, let's just show up and see what happens. You know what I'm saying? And if somebody wanted to go to a hiking trail, hey, there's one over here, there's one over here, and there's one over there. But I imagine the meetup, like all the screen names meeting up in the real world chat room.
Pretty much
Yeah,
was.
yeah, and we actually made fun about that several times throughout the weekend. It'd be like me, Hutch, and Elusive one night was sitting over there,
Up
and
on the
then
panel.
everybody, yeah, and everybody else was over there, and we started talking loud and saying, yeah, this is the panel right here, and that's chat, and that one over there that ain't paying attention, that one's in top chat. They're missing a lot of stuff, and yeah, and we were laughing so hard. Dude, I haven't laughed that much in a long time. You know what I'm saying? Like that continuously throughout the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Just I hadn't laughed that much in a long time.
Oh, ghetto. You
Oh,
something special for you, or they got something special for you.
yep. Yeah, ghetto, I've got something special for you. When I put the video, it's from this weekend. When I put the video out, I'm gonna hashtag you in there, man. I'm gonna
I know everybody kept telling me their real name. I think I've told most people my real name, but like in real life, it's the same thing. Like I go from a early age. Like I don't want to know your real name. I'd rather stick with nicknames anyway. You know what I mean?
Right.
If I don't know your real name, it's impossible for me to ever tell on you. You know what I mean?
That's that right there. Don't say the one you know. It was Mojo and Top Chat. Yes, it was. He was one of them. Yeah, and you know, I mean, like on the video, for instance, one of the videos that I done, um, you know, it was like I was talking, I was sitting right next to Spotted Fawn and her husband, and I was saying something to her husband on the deal, and I said, "Well, I'm gonna just call you Mr. Spotted," you know, and we started dying laughing over that, but you know, because you know, I did learn some other people's names and stuff that I didn't know, but as far as I'm concerned, you know, they're always going to be called by their screen names to me. You know, that's and you know it's not out of it's out of respect, really, in a way of you know this is how I know you, and this is how I don't accidentally call you by your real name. You know, if you don't want it out there. Ghetto wants to know why he got to get targeted.
You just got one of those faces, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, there were multiple people in on it that was, um, and I will say, Ghetto, it was not me that brought it up originally. I'm just gonna say it was somebody else that brought it up.
And I didn't know about it till apparently hours after the fact, which was apparently so fucking hilarious.
Oh my god, man! Me and Elusive fucking about fell out of our chairs when that shit happened, dude. God dang, we was laughing so hard, man.
Hey, I'm 1000%. If you didn't make it, you should regret it. Best fucking time I've ever had.
Well, Monique has to be one that I can't.
Yeah,
Um,
Monique should.
I can't say she should regret it because it wasn't it was out of her powers completely. You know what I'm saying? Like it was out of her powers completely, and so well, and I know you do regret it, Monique. She says I totally regret it, and I know you do, but it wasn't your fault though. That's
Right.
and I'm not saying you know like Yankee couldn't make it because like a head gasket or something blew on his vehicle. Well, you know that's out of his thing too, but you know at the same time not to make anybody feel bad or maybe a little bit, but like Mojo had to borrow money, and so he's going to have to pay it back over these next 2 or 3 months to just to get there. And but
Oh,
he
let
went.
me before I go squirrel. My bad. Hey, we fuck with Mojo, but that fucking dude, I will go to war with that motherfucker any day, hands down. Mojo is one of the most solid sons of bitches I ever met in my fucking
Absolutely.
life. He was up here.
Absolutely.
He came a day early to help me change out the front tire on the bike and shit. We stayed up to like 2:30, taking the fucking tire and rim apart, doing all that shit. Man, hey, then he was up first thing in the morning cooking breakfast. You want some sausage, Hutch? Fuck yeah, I want some
Right.
sausage. Yeah, hey, Mojo's my fucking people.
I would. Yeah. I would. I would definitely anything that ever went down, man, in a bad way with Mojo. You know, I'd be on his side in a heartbeat, man. He because he'll be on your side. He is as solid as they come when it comes to something like that.
Okay, my bad. That was I just had to get on the soapbox before I went squirrel and forgot him.
Well, you made me go scroll on what I was talking about before.
You're welcome.
I'm glad there was no squirrel moments this weekend.
Right?
And you know when I said that, it wasn't like I was trying to put out any kind of personal business on Mojo. I mean, he told everybody. You know, we. You know, I mean, I'll be honest with you, man. I had to make a few sacrifices myself quite a few actually to financially and everything to make it. Um, I mean, it was easy enough because of the sacrifices I had to make that I could have said, "Man, I'm not going," because it's just going to cost too much, and where my situation is at this moment, but I was like, you know what, fuck it, man. This is a once in a lifetime deal, and I ain't letting nothing stop me. If I got to fucking hitchhike, if I got to call one of these badass some bitches that showed up at this party because them were real people, I guarantee you I could have made a phone call to any one of them people that were at that camp and said, "Hey, man, whatever happened, I need a ride," and I bet you $1,000 them people would have went out of their way and gave me a ride. That was the type of people that showed up to this camp out.
Real shit. Yeah.
Yes, Monique, we are definitely like it is a for sure we are doing it next year.
Oh, absolutely. Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
no doubt. And we're going to try to back it up a couple of weeks because in this part of the country, there's that moment right there between just before July. There's that couple of months right there that there's like 2 weeks in there that you'll go from it raining all the freaking time to all of a sudden it's not raining and it's still pretty cool and nice outside, and then within that 2 week period, bam, it's hotter than a son of a gun like it was. So I think if we go 2 weeks earlier next year, I think we're going to be in a little better
Yeah.
position weather wise as far as it goes for not too much rain and not too much heat.
Yeah. And we're gonna try to find a more secluded spot that's that's a little bit more us friendly. Oh, I will say, I don't know if I can say it on here, but I will hint at it. The one for next year, we're gonna play a game that involves everybody. Hey, hey, next year is gonna be the shit.
Next year is going to be off the chain because we learned a fucking ton of things at this first one, and it was the companionship, the fellowship, and the bonding. That was pretty much what this year was about. Next year, we know more. We've gotten to know some people. I can guarantee you, them solid folks are going to show up again, and there'll probably be more. And I hope there is. And yes, Milkmaid, we are going to we. It was Hutch's idea, and I was right on board with. It. I was like, hell yes, and we actually talked to a few people at the campgrounds, and they better not tell because it's yeah, we're going to play a game next year that is going to be off the charts. It would be your type of game, Milkmaid, for sure. Monique says Hutch looked good in the Seraphina's sunglasses. I know he had them on. that Let me tell you something. Sophia B's daughter, she's cute online. I'm telling you, she will knock you off your feet in person. I mean, she is just, uh, she's a typical little girl. She had her moments where she got upset and throwed a little hissy and everything. Which that's a typical child. Just is what it is. But for like overall, that little child is, I mean, will knock you off your feet. She came up to me and hugged me and told me, she was like, "Backwoods, thank you for helping me catch a fish," and I was like, "Oh my God, I'm gonna cry right here in front of everybody." It's like, damn, just awesome. I was leaving that up so you could see it.
Oh, you saw that one, did you?
Hmm.
It was
Yeah,
for the babies, man. It was for the babies. Oh, I gotta say, the wife was up there. She just shaved the cat, the literal cat. She just shaved the fuck cat. She was shaving. But she said, all the ladies, She fucking loves the shit out of everyone.
Do you think I can tell Milkmaid what our game is going to be next year?
Well, I only didn't say it because I don't know if we're allowed to actually talk about something like that. You know what I mean? It could
Well,
be
you're.
misinterpreted.
I'm gonna shoot it to
Well, I'll
what
say happy.
people think. Well, okay. How about this? I'll shoot it to Milkmaid and what people say in chat. I mean, you know, I don't know. But I don't know that we could actually talk about it
You know what
up
I
here
mean?
on
It
panel
seems
here.
like it might be on that line.
It might be on that line, bro. Um, I'm texting it to Milkmaid right now.
I will just say somebody. All right, you guys ever seen that show with Ice-T surviving the game?
Yes.
We're gonna do a reenactment. Right, Mill? Oh yeah, Tiger. Oh yeah. It's gonna be voluntary for the most part.
Yeah. Yeah. It'll be voluntary. Yeah, obviously. But yeah, we kind of it will be involving airsoft. Here, I can say this much. I think, Hutch, it will be the game we're going to play will be involving airsoft and a group of people and one person that we're looking at and saying, "Run, motherfucker!
Right.
You better. You got 5 minutes to get going. You know what I'm saying? But it's going to be our friend. It's a game we're going to do.
Yeah.
So
We're free. We're all free.
yeah. So
See, the goal is if I'm gonna try to find something, or we're gonna try to find something, you know, that if we can just get some farmer's pasture or something like that, 20, 30 acres, be like, hey, can we just rent this for like 5 days? Like we'll clean it up. And that campsite was cleaner when we left than it was when we got there. Well, everybody was on constant litter fleas. You know what I mean? So if we can find somebody who will just rent us some land, that way we can all just be right there anyway, have some trees and things. Oh yeah.
you hear this, bro? See, that's why you go meet people in real life, and just because they don't look a certain way, you learn things about folks throughout the weekend that you would be surprised. I would. There were multiple people there that I would hate to have to run from because I'm just telling you, people that showed up there, most of them were a lot more salty than you may imagine just by watching them on the screen.
Hey, I will say, Ohio will cut a bitch. Ohio's gangster as fuck, man. She was just sitting
Boy,
back doing shit the whole fucking time.
right?
Yeah. Sophia almost rolled down the hill, which would have been I would have been done telling you. I'll leave her to tell that story since.
Well, I got you, ghetto. And I know what you're saying now, ghetto. Anyway, yeah, yard dog. Well, all I can say is you're gonna get smoked. A
Right.
smoking motherfucker that can't run's gonna get smoked. That's all I'm gonna say.
See how much I smoke. I smoke back to back. I can still truck. Smoke is not an excuse.
Yep.
Y'all didn't think my big ass moved like that, huh? Oh yeah, Hutch got some moves.
Yeah, I got you, ghetto. I understand. I was because everybody. Well, the only reason why I thought that way, ghetto, was because everybody was like, all the pictures and shit is everybody all sitting back like this and shit, all mellowed out and chilled out. It looked like it. I could, because I could see where, but it was funny because, man, if you really look around and look at some of the folks that was there, it's like this would be a bad camp to roll into and fuck around. It wouldn't be nice. It wouldn't be a good thing.
Hey, Coral, the only person who got me was the little girl
Mm.
and the lake. I was I'm literally in the lake, just walking out of the lake. I'm like, what are you gonna do with the water blue? What's it gonna hurt me? You know what I mean? That's why I stay cool so much. Jump in that lake, keep the shirt and the shorts on all day. Oh yeah, good 15 degrees cooler than everybody.
Well, see, it was a lot further walk down to the lake, and it was downhill and all in the sunshine. But if you walk just a little ways up the hill, there was this cold ass shower room up there, shower rooms, and you stay in the shade the whole time you walk up there. So I actually random random Jenny Lynn's husband. So I got up out of my tent, that one morning. God dang, man. Well, we stayed up so late and drinking and acting crazy. But anyway, man, it was like 6:30, and I could hear people stirring around. So I got up and staggered up there to the use the restroom, and then I got to thinking about it. I was standing there, and I was like, you know what? I didn't bring any soap or shampoo with me, but running that cold shower over me sure would feel good right now. And I went around there, man, and just in my clothes and everything, just turned the water on, man, just stood there for a little bit. I was freaking drenched. So I come out from around where the shower room is, and just as I was fixing to head out and go back to camp, here come random JL's husband in there, and he stops and looks at me, and he goes, "What the hell? Did you just go in there and take a shower with your clothes on?" I was like, "Uh huh," and he goes, hmm, "Okay." He went over there and take a leak or whatever. He had to do his business. I went on back down to the camp.
Oh my bad, I was muted. So I don't think he knew what to make of us for the first day and a half or so.
Right? Yeah,
He can cook his
but
ass off.
that some bitch can plat cook uh and just a cool son bitch too, man. Just cool as all get out, man. I mean, really and truly. Right, Miss Sister Marie. Yeah, it was we were definitely like, it was like this big hillside, and we were like right in the middle of it. So to go to the bathrooms and stuff, you had to walk up the hill, and to go to the lake, you had to walk down the hill, so you had to walk back walk back up. Yes, it was uphill both ways.
So yeah, that is an actual thing.
Yes,
I
it
would
is.
say, hey, Sister Marie is the toughest dumb bitch out of the entire group. Man.
Yep.
She came up a day early, would never been camping in her life, 20 some hours by herself. First night she was there, solo, different state, literally nobody in the campground. You know what I mean? Hey, and she brought
Never,
too, boy.
never set up a tent or any of that shit. She got up there and did it all her own. Stayed out there, like Hutch said.
Then we
We
had that
got,
storm that night.
yeah, that was a pretty good storm, man.
Like she didn't freak out. You know what I'm saying? She was saying, hey, Sister
Yeah, and
Marie,
yeah, thumbs up for Sister Marie for sure, man. She is, sh- you know, because you get certain or certain, because Sister Marie's kind of quiet when she's on a live stream. But I'm gonna tell you, like in person, just one of the best people to have around you. Period, man. Because just pleasant. Um, man, brought some. brought me. She gave Hutch some stuff too. I think. She
I
gave
will
out a
say,
lot.
I am the only person other than her herself who has ever touched lips to her coffee mug because I am special. She let me
Man,
borrow her mug that morning when it was cold as shit.
ain't you
That's
special?
that's right. Damn right I am.
Well, let's let's
And
just
she let me wear a hoodie over my shoulders because man, when we what Sunday morning, boy, it was cold
let's
shit.
let's put you on the top podium, man. And right?
I you can go ahead and bring me down. I can't hear you all the way up here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah,
God,
I was
Jazz.
telling everybody, I was like, man, I smell like 3 cans of buttholes right now. I was like, I don't know if you want to be close to me. You know what I mean? Like, hey, got
What's
bad.
up, JS Badger? What's up, Craig? Yeah, Miss Marie brought some pickles and man brought all kinds of canned stuff and gave a bunch of stuff away to folks and man like when we went to the when we went to the pavilion. So we got up there, and of course we start cooking stuff, but we were so limited, we had to cook multiple things and out of just a couple of pans. So we wasn't, it was like stuff was kind of dirty, and it was going to be something different to cook in this pan next. And it was like, man, Sister Marie like pops out of her car with this bucket, and some guns already got water and just a little bit of soap in it, and I'm like, she's like, here's your wash station. And we set up a little wash station. I was like, look at this shit. Man, she's awesome, dude.
She would not sit the hell down though. Always move.
Right? JS Badger wants to know what is the prep of the week?
People.
You people, you we had the prep of the week this last weekend, last weekend and stuff. It was that's the prep of the week is real people. Like,
It. I'm not gonna say it was 100% perfect, but it was where where somebody else was lacking. There was guaranteed to be somebody there who could pick up. You know what I mean? As far as knowledge,
yep.
hey, I do this, I do this, I do this. You know what I mean? So like as soon as you get to the extent of what you know, there's somebody there that can help you. Be like, oh, okay, then you do this, like with almost literally any topic. You know?
Yeah, I mean something as simple as trash bags, man. I mean, you go into a campsite, you need trash bags, and just all the stuff. Somebody always forgets something, man. It's just the way it is. And I forgot trash bags, and we get down there, and I was like, crap, man, we ain't got nowhere to throw anything away, and I was like, damn, I'm gonna have to run and get trash bag, man. Sister Marie's like, "Boop, here's a thing of rolled up bags and stuff." It was like the Walmart sacks. They were all nicely folded and rolled up
Mhm.
and into like a little log and shit. It was cool as hell. And she was like, "Here you go. You can use these for trash bags." I'm like, "Cool, awesome." So that got us started, and then them kind of started piling up real quick because, like I said, our shit was everybody was at our camp, and so next thing, Elise was like, "Well, oh man, you ain't got no real trash bags?" And I was like, "No." And he's like, "Shit, I got a couple." Bam, he ran over to his campsite real quick and had one. Somebody was forgot this. It's like, oh shit, like four of them came out. Like, here, you need one? What? Here's one. I mean, dude, aluminum foil. Actually, that was lacking as well.
Right?
Aluminum foil. Yeah, it was because Elusive came over and was like, "Oh, hey, native, by the way, anyway."
Oh,
Uh,
this.
huh?
Oh, that dude.
What? Man, I put his hello up like 20 minutes ago, and you wouldn't be quiet.
Oh, my bad.
Can't even say hi to native, man, until 20 minutes later because of you, and then you try to dog me out and shit. Try to blame it on me.
Not like you really wanted to anyway.
Right, man.
So see,
Oh Lord.
let's put the
Uh
pressure on
oh.
natives now. It's y'all out there on the East Coast. y'all need to do something like this, man. I'm telling you. Native, that deal you was talking about, worth it, brother. Do it. It is worth it.
Yeah, so there was an aluminum foil fail as well in a couple of the campsites, including mine. Especially when we went up there to the pavilion, and I'm opening up all that big box of goodies I got and stuff, and I'm like, there ain't no aluminum foil, and we didn't get any of the the pans that you put when you're cooking and you put them in. It's got the the aluminum foil pans, got the lids on them. We didn't have none of them either, and
We did kind of just rush up there though,
yeah,
because
we
it was
did.
we went up early. We were like, hey, the pavilion's got shade because what they were talking about. Hey, Sophia's talking about cooking lunch. They're like, well, the pavilion. Why don't we just go ahead and go up to the pavilion and kick there where there's
Right.
shade, and then it just turned into what it turned into. We
Well,
waited literally till they got on the last cooler and shit out of the truck. They were like, hey, we're gonna go up to the
right. Yeah, we well, the thing about the foil, it's I know people had foil around there. It's just kind of the way it happened. Like he's saying, running up. Is because the original plan was about the time actually that we all went up there. Just a few of us were going to go to the store and get all the things we needed. The foil pans, all that stuff. Everything just the way it happened. And it was like boom. Um, and we were all of a sudden there. But because we were hanging around with such a badass, awesome crowd of people, it was like, oh, there's no fall pants. Bam. What else do we need? Let's look around, get what we'll run to the store and get what we need. And somebody took off. Bam, run to the store. It is. Well, stating we didn't ask you because we figured you used yours to. Never mind. I'll
So
refrain from that.
there was reports of strange noises coming from Stedding's truck.
Yes.
I don't know details, but that was an actual thing. It was a concern for a minute.
Well, and there was you know uh, a missing persons report that got sent through the wire somewhere, and I don't know Stedding's truck and the
That sheriff truck
commotion.
did come by awful close to that time. The one cop that we actually seen came by like 30 minutes after that.
Yep, and then remember the police boat too, that,
Yeah,
and they were right there behind Stedding's truck.
literally right behind. Yeah,
Literally, yeah, they yeah, because that one boat went to take off from the bank by Stedding's truck, and that cop
right.
was like, "Boo!" and pulled him
Not
over.
even 50 feet from his bumper.
Yeah, just
I ain't
saying.
gonna lie. I thought there was water between us and Elusive. So when
That one night, I did.
I was like, man, we got to go all the way up and around. And I seen it in the morning. I was like, I am so stupid.
Yeah, it was one of them deals where Hutch said it, and I was looking over there because man, it was a long damn ways back to that other camp, man. I mean, well, when you're in that state of mind, I guess you can say, there was a we was looking over there like we need to walk back over to the camp and hang out with everybody because we was over to Luce's, and Hutch was like, well, man, we got to go all the way around, man, because there's like water and shit. And I
Oh
was
no, that was Sophia in Ohio went over to Stedding's truck, and I was like, you got, to get to Stedding's truck, you got to go across the cove and shit. I convinced myself. I guess that's how that started.
right. But you said something about it when we were over there to Luce's deal about, and I was looking and I was like thinking, where's the water? I was like, damn, we got to cross water to get back. And then I got to thinking and I was like, wait a minute, there ain't no water over there. We'd walked through there like 20 times already.
Right.
We may have partaked in such things that might make you laugh a lot and forgetful and such things.
Maybe, but it was only for medicinal purposes.
Yes, yes. Well, well, my leg was hurting me and stuff all weekend, and
Right.
I
My
I'd hurt my
glaucoma kicks in when the sun goes down.
yeah. and my leg was hurting all weekend, so I needed some medicinal medication. Some medication, and yeah, yeah, that thing.
I'm gonna be at a weird angle. I'm moving to some shade.
You
Carry
know,
on though.
you know the thing.
You know the thing.
All
Well,
right.
I will say for any of the med heads in here, the whiskey worked perfectly. I'm just saying it's hey
Oh Lord, boy, yeah. The whiskey was. I did not partake because I was like, after what I saw, I was like, oh hell no. I definitely doing that. Hell no. All I know is, you know, yeah. I don't want to say too much, man, because I don't know what people want out there.
right.
But I mean, I definitely would never say any names. I'm just saying, yeah,
It was a hit.
yeah.
I'm just sitting here breaking all my stuff.
Uh oh, elusive. Shame on you.
I can see that. He looks like he's got that in him.
Right. But real talk, I bet she probably actually did catch him out there because anytime Miss Elusive needed to go, you know, to take care of business, Elusive was a real gentleman and walked his Miss Elusive to the porta john up there or whatever, the showers or whatever it may be. So he was a gentleman about that, and so that's he probably was creeping outside of the door.
Right.
Some
Yeah.
of
In
them
hindsight,
women.
it probably did look weird as hell.
Yeah, yeah. Thinking about that, yeah, it was. Yeah,
What you talking about, Tiger?
right.
Hey, I don't drink, but I took a shot out of respect for the man wanting to take a shot with me. You know what I mean, I was obligated. What could I say? You know,
There's ship
is that to me?
depending. I'm assuming it's to you because you live in Missouri, but Hutch's
Far from
place is
Missouri.
only the Hutch's place is only 3 hours from me, and I'm my own boss, so um, if depending on where you come through at shift, hell, Hutch could ride his bike down, somewhere, and I could drive up. Hell, we all sit around, have a burger, and talk some shit. But I'm assuming mainly that's meant for you since you live in Missouri and I don't.
I don't know. No need.
Um,
No.
we we cannot answer that on the grounds that it might incriminate a few folks. I'm just saying.
The wife does have about a 7-minute video of him getting his hair braided though.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Steading did get his hair braided because remember the ape hanger comic?
See, if we had full foil, we could have done him up like some Coolio type shit. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
If we'd have had, yeah, because we at one point when he was getting his hair braided, we discussed having his hair braided in two things like this, and then like curved and braided backwards. So when somebody could walk up behind him, it'd be like ape hangers on a bike. You could ride him like a bike.
Little
Yeah,
handlebars.
yeah, handlebars and shit. Yeah. Boy, we got a good kick out of that shit for a while.
Hey, I will say that little girl was punking the shit out of nonstop. He was her fucking butler. Anything she said jump, he say how high. She had him
Yeah,
wrapped.
yeah. He catered to her pretty hard because she wouldn't let in on him either.
We probably could have had him talked into putting some makeup on too.
Right. Sound like a UPS guy.
Yeah, POTB made it for what, 4 or 5 hours, somewhere in that range. He blessed us with his presence. He didn't bring any headshots though. We were assuming he was gonna sign autographs and stuff. But yeah, Tiger showed up like what 20, 30 minutes right after he burnt out. See, there was a few people who didn't get to meet some people, but hey, said we're definitely doing it next year, and we're gonna try to turn this into an every year thing, just like an actual get together, not the vendors, not all the you know what I'm saying, all the the distraction shit. Don't just people.
So he's going up through Texarkana, going through Dora.
Right, Coral? Yeah, I don't think we didn't even get a picture with Pop B. He's not even in none of the group pictures.
Mm-mm. Well, I think we were also mesmerized by the fact that he actually did show up. We was
Starstruck,
just like, yeah, it was starstruck. It was like, wow, there's freaking POTB, man. Like,
right? Even the ladies just stopped and was like, "Oh my God, it's Pop B." You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. I actually, I, I'm pretty sure out of my peripheral vision, I actually saw you do it as well. But I was like, oh my God, there's Pot B, and I
I
think
thought
you
I
was
thought it was going to be played off as, "Hey, Hutch is just hot," but I was like, "Hey, I caught the vapors, man.
right a little bit. I can't
Couldn't help it."
I can't lie, man. I caught the vapors a little bit myself, man, when Pot B showed up. Just saying.
Oh yeah, Tiger left before all the group pictures too, didn't she?
Yeah.
Because
Well,
one with Mojo in the morning, right when he was leaving, and we took one at the end with Doc Mack
yeah,
as we were.
she wasn't there yet, and then that one morning, but Mojo and them was leaving, so we wanted to do a group photo, and then Tiger and them did leave before we went around there to docks, and when we were all leaving.
Damn it, man. Well, come on back, everybody, come back.
You see this? Why is he judging us or something?
What it sounds like.
I mean, it was hot, it was hot there. Golly. Right, native.
I'm just saying, if you've never been in the presence of the hot bee,
Yeah.
change your life, man. It'll change your life.
His eyes are captivating, ain't they?
You really are. Like you could swim in them bitches. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you just get
Yeah, I gotta say his eyes were captivating. He had me at every word until because he had showed up, and it was right after he showed up just a little bit. Um, that little girl, Serafina, man, she was like, backwoods, can you tie this lure and help me catch a fish? And I was like, yep, sorry, Pot B, your stardom's over, bro. He was right in the middle of sitting there basically telling me something, and that little girl captivated me. I was like, what? What'd you say, girl?
right.
You want me to help you go fishing? Oh, girl, I'm on that. You know what I'm saying?
The it it was hot, like, it, but it wasn't like stupid hot constantly. It was only like short bursts. It seemed like everybody pretty much found a way. Stay wet, sit
But
in the air chairs. You know what I mean?
but see, we did it first this year. We did a real event. Just saying.
Right. Like I'm not trying to put any of them other people down. I'm just saying I don't
Yeah.
think anybody there doing what we're doing. You know what I mean? Like, we weren't buttoned down. We weren't all super polite. Hey, nice to meet you. No, we were who we were from the beginning till the end. You know what I mean? And yeah, it was fucking lovely, man. Didn't have to worry about hurting anybody's feelings. You know?
Hey, Christy. It's one of my old school friends right there. What's up, Christy? Hey, I'm glad you stopped in. Be safe at work. Yeah,
Right.
there for a little while. Pot B, serious, Dino. Seriously, man. It was like, man, it was constantly. It's backwoods, backwoods. I got my line tangled up. Backwoods. I broke off. I broke the lure off there. I need another one. And that little girl, she came over to me, dude. And this was one of the cutest damn things. She come over and she come up there with her fishing pole, holding it out like this, and there's just the little jig lure on there, and she goes, backwoods. I lost my blobber, dude. I like to hit, man. My knees melted out from under me. I was like, oh my god, look at this little girl, And she did. She was like, I lost my blobber. I need another blobber, And I was like, okay, baby, And I went and dug around, found another bobber for her, and put it back on there. And she says, thank you, backwoods. And boy, bam, she was gone. Right. Freaking loose.
It really was. It was, man.
Yeah, because he came out of there that one day and he looked at me and he's like, man, I smell like a fish farm or something. Or it was just some comment, man. He was like, man, I got to go wash these scales and so off of me and stuff. And I was just dying rolling. I was like, oh, man, let it sit and ferment on you, man. It makes you tough, man. Why do you think
Right?
all of us country boys are tough, man? Because we swim in these chum ponds and, trape through the woods and,
Good for the
wade.
skin.
Huh?
Good for the skin.
Yeah, thickens your skin up and makes it leathery and shit where stuff don't hurt you. So when you walk through the briar patch, it don't skin you up as bad. See, there's a reasoning behind the madness there, elusive.
I still never went to see how much a kayak cost.
Do what?
I still never went to see how much a kayak cost.
I don't. I mean, I think if we would have went and got, some kayaks to rent, people, I think we would have, people would have joined in. But again, it was, like the water balloon fight, never happened, and we were so entertained with what we were doing that nobody wanted to leave the damn campsite. Literally. I tried to go to bed, man, at a decent hour and tried to be family friendly, and they're all out there sitting so close to my tent that when they moved, they bumped my tent and shit and making fun
Setting
of me and calling me
emo-
old and shit.
setting is
And
an emotion. When he drinks one can too many, he got super emotional that night. Tried to make it
steady,
all fit. Yeah.
yeah, he did. I was because that one point that it was just y'all sitting out there, I was awake and was listening. I was like, oh my god, drop me, prop me up beside the jukebox or some shit, man. It's like, what the fuck is going on here, man? He's about to cry and shit out there.
Mm.
But I will tell you, here's another example of how it really was at that camp. Like I'd went to bed and Steading and all them is three, I don't know, three or four of them still setting up and everything. And well, the storm, it started lightning, and so the storm was moving in. And I took my, the rain fly off of my tent. I just folded it over where I could catch that breeze in my tent, because really at night it was nice enough that we didn't need the air conditioner.
Yeah.
Um, but
Oh, the night. Man.
that night that Storm was moving in, I will say, Stay didn't come over there. He noticed and come over there and put the rain ply back on my tent. I could hear him. I kind of woke up, and was listening. He goes, "Man, I hope backwoods don't shoot me, man. I'm just trying to get his rain ply back on so he don't get soaking wet." So I was really appreciative of that, seriously, and that's the kind of thing the way this camp was the whole time, the way this meetup was. It was just people just stepped up and did whatever it is. I'm still cracking up over the AC, even though I really love the AC. I'm gonna. I even want to pat myself on the back for that one, dude. That hands down, that shit was.
Next year,
You
you're
know.
gonna throw a little bit of engineer on it, aren't you? Improve
Oh
it a little
yeah,
bit.
yeah. I'm gonna tweak on it some, and it's gonna be sweet next year, man.
Elusive, we learned all kinds of stuff. You just wasn't paying attention, man.
Yeah, yeah. If you wasn't listening, man, and didn't learn stuff, that's man. I thought, dude. All right. So we're gonna have to have a backstage. It sounds like with elusive. If he's gonna be one of the boys, he's gonna have to step up his game just a little bit.
Right. You're slacking, man. About to get kicked out the foxhole. What the hell?
Right. So what that means, elusive, if you come up on the panel and just say it's me on here, like I'm doing a live stream and Hutch ain't here or something, or ain't here yet or whatever, and you come on the panel, you'll be beside me. But when Hutch comes up, you know how when you bring someone else there on the bottom, well, you're going to get switched back to the bottom, elusive, for that little comment. Just saying for
Wait, game is.
slacking. Oh my goodness, look at
Did you
this.
just say that we are elusive glass ceiling? Is that what you just said?
What?
Smile and nod.
Yeah,
Well, that was uncalled for. I thought I was rather pleasant one.
I know, right?
So rude. Yeah,
It's
too
fun.
funny.
I don't know, man. I just I'm telling y'all, if anybody else on here, wants decides to do one of these meetups. I mean, if you live in that area and there's any possible way you could go to it. I've got I mean, just because it's me and Hutch, or Hutch and myself. Um, Either way, I'm just kind of saying, well, y'all can do a meetup. Everybody try. Go out there and do these meetups, but it won't be as awesome as the one Hutch and myself put on. I'm just saying. There's no way
I'd
it
put,
could be.
I'd put
Huh?
money on that. I'd put money
Yeah.
on that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. There's no way. Yeah, that anybody can top what we did this weekend. I mean, that was just, yeah. It don't matter if you get more crowd of people. It don't matter what that is. You, yeah. What Hutch and myself did this weekend was we raised the level, and it came from all the awesome fucking people that showed up.
Right. See, like everybody out there talking about, build community, focus on mags, all this other random shit that everybody's talking about. Hey, get out there and meet those real fucking people that know your personality. You know what I mean? Just be real. You'll find your crowd. You know?
Right? He said, "What did you do? You put an air conditioner in your tent?" Yeah, but that was smart though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey,
just saying.
yeah. I used that that chainmail link that he gave me as my keychain. Y'all don't know. Elusive does some fucking like old school the ring chainmail. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yep.
like that one little piece was like heavy. Like, hey,
Yeah.
elusive man, he puts in the work on that. Like real shit.
Yeah, he did. He gave me one of them chainmail links as well, and and I think I think what I'm gonna do with mine is I've got this holster my dad gave me, so it's kind of special to me, and this pistol that everything the way it happened, it was just it's this pistol is kind of special to me as well, and I got the pistol first, and I was talking to my dad, and he was like, "Son, I've got an old holster in there that I've had for since I was real young," and he said, it ought to fit that 357." And I was like, "Oh yeah," and so he brought that holster out to me, man. It's all tooled, real pretty and shit, and so I put one of them, them things that holds a hammer down on it. You know what I'm saying? On a revolver. So I think I'm gonna use that chainmail to attach to make that drawstring. What is it?
Milkmaid talking about teaching ladies castration.
Hey, milkmaid, we don't need all the violence because nobody wanted to castrate nobody. Why would you bring that type of violence upon this campout we were just talking about? Is that what she's talking about?
I don't know. She's just hostile. I think feminazi kind of stuff right there.
Right? Yeah, I mean, that's kind of, I mean, we were sitting here talking about all the fun and family friendly fun that we did
Hey,
have, and
females were the most hostile of the group.
that's true. That's true. They were.
That was crazy though. There was literally like it was hey, like it was peaceful the entire time.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's actually kind of like at one point when I was driving home, I was like, man, it's just kind of strange that there was no trouble. I mean, it was just like all the alcohol and stuff that we consumed. Usually somebody loses their shit, and would feel bad about it the next day, but that didn't happen. I mean, it was just
Nice and smooth. And we had what I don't know the official count because it's a high number in the counting, but it's 23 or 24 people all together is what we had somewhere in
yeah,
that range.
it was definitely
Which is
a
only about
very
half of the people that RSVP'd. Just saying, but hey, those 24 people were enough.
yeah. There were multiple campsites that were reserved for that timeline that we were there, and that nobody ever was there. So there's no telling who all had actually was gonna come, and just couldn't make it for whatever reason.
I ain't gonna lie, I am still like I got no sleep at all this entire weekend, so I'm still like I woke up 13 minutes before we started the stream. Yeah. Hey, nonstop.
See, and look at this. See, so you know, uh,
I'm sorry that they teach respect out here in real America.
yeah, these type of people like ghetto, that show up and think that they're still in the caveman days and disrespecting their women and thinking they should be the only ones doing things. We were showing that we're real men and that we can take care of ourselves and others as well.
I'm just saying a man who doesn't cook dinner for his wife doesn't sound like much of a provider. You know what I mean?
Exactly, and not to mention the fact that sometimes cooking dinner for your wife and for the ladies gives the ladies an opportunity because ladies have children, and ladies generally take care of the children. So when the men get up there and cook, it's not out of fear. I see what you're saying. It's not out of fear. It's out of respect for the lady, and showing the lady that, hey, look, you know what? Go over there and sit down. The kids are over there playing. We're watching them. Everything's cool. Go over there and sit down, relax, and have a good time, man. We want to cook some shit up, Ghetto.
Ghetto's frustrated as shit right now. He's like, God damn it! Every time I try to make a joke, you want to mansplain some serious shit to me.
Right. Ghetto's over there like, fuck you, backwoods. I'm surprised I hadn't got a text from him. Yeah, like, fuck you, backwoods.
Right?
No, I know Ghetto cooks and does stuff like that, man. See there? Both end up happy.
It's 50-50 around here.
I don't know I, well, I'm gonna go and put it out there. Them steaks we ate yesterday after we got back to your house was pretty fucking good, man.
I even ate the fat off them bitches. She's like, I'm gonna give these to the dog. I was like, no, you ain't.
She's
Hey,
like,
that
I
fat.
am the dog.
Ooh, ooh. I know I got one left in the refrigerator now. I'm about to put it in the air fryer when I get off this thing. Well, I originally came down here. I'm down at the greenhouse, y'all, because I was gonna do like you seen my girls. They have jumped like crazy, so I got a lot of time to do. So I was gonna do a video. Then back was like, hey, you want to go live? I was like, not really. He was like, nut up. I was like, all right, I'm here. So here we are.
You was like, oh yeah, man, let's go live, man. Let's go live. Go live, man. My computer's broke. Go live.
Yeah, that armadillo in Sister Marie's tent.
Yeah, yeah. That's one thing I hope Sister Marie learned is always close your tent. It's like your house door. If you ain't got a screen door, close that joker, man. Something will come in that you don't want. Man, he would have burnt everything, Sophia. Get up, whatever. He can't cook like we can, man.
Hey, them chicken legs, very nice. Who did that? That was Randall's old man, right? Did the
He
chicken.
did some, and we both did. I started out cooking the chicken legs, and he come over there and started helping out. So we were both cooking the chicken legs, and the because I was
Well,
heating up beans and mashed potatoes, and and doing some other stuff. So he kind of, and I was cooking the chicken legs too, and I was so he kind of started cooking the chicken legs, yeah. But
I
it was
came in
both
at the
of
end. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't show up at the pavilion until the it was time to eat. I was like third in line of the last, so my timing was like perfect. I'm just saying. I'll own
yeah,
that.
yeah. I was running around there, and people were tripping me on purpose and shit. And I was trying to cook food because Hutch wasn't there, and they bullied me, man. It was kind of a messed up ordeal.
Am I the Kevin Costner to your Tina or what's her name? Whitney Houston? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Hell yeah, Tiger. GTP. I got to go back and forth between the chat to keep my screen free.
Right. Yeah, we was yeah. So anyway, yeah, that chicken and everything it was good, man. Everything he cooked, man, was just freaking awesome. You know.
Yeah. See what Sophia said? She missed breakfast every morning because she was too busy sleeping. While the rest of us were like, we don't need no sleep. I want to go hang out with these awesome people. She was like, man, fuck these people. I'm sleeping.
All I can say is That's what happens when you don't stay at the campsite. Just
Right.
saying. You know, when you go and get a hotel, for those of y'all that did, what y'all missed is what y'all missed. Because when you're at the campsite 24/7, you don't miss a thing. You don't have to go, oh damn, I missed that.
Marie and random every morning like clockwork. six
Yep,
o'clock, coffee going.
coffee like I said, I cooked some breakfast one morning. Hutch cooked some breakfast one morning, and then JL's husband, Random's husband, was
I cook breakfast twice. Thank you.
okay. Well, um, anyway, so yeah, so there was breakfast served every morning. Ham. I brought some biscuits. You know, I cooked some biscuits the night before I left and brought them. They got all ate up, and we had tortilla shells and bread and all kinds of stuff, man. And there was multiple uh, breakfasts going on. So
I'm
if
just saying.
Sophia missed out,
Uh, I feel like kind of a dick because I hardly did anything. So I'm taking credit for my two breakfasts. I'm just saying.
I know when it like when I got there, Hutch was like, "Hey man, I got to run around here and go pick up somebody else," and I set up the whole camp by myself, man.
Oh, that. Hey, hey. He had one of these little 3-man tents, right? You know, just the tiny little, the two rods that go across, and you hook, boom, hook it, done. You know what I'm saying? 45-second deal. I got this mammoth fucking 7-person condo tent. I'm done sitting and smoking, and he's still trying to figure out how to get the damn pole up the hole. You know what
Well,
I'm saying? I'm
it
like,
seems funny to me that while you were setting up your mammoth tent, who was unloading the truck and bringing the stakes and getting the
oh,
hatchet
oh, oh, oh.
and
Setting.
staking
Who
your big
unloaded?
mammoth 7-story tent up? I
Who
staked.
unloaded the cooler and the air conditioner? Steading had to help me with both of those. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
See,
because I was
man.
staking down. I was staking down your tent. See?
Mm-hmm.
Uh
Mm-hmm.
huh.
If
Mm-hmm.
there ain't no video, it didn't happen.
Exactly. Yeah, Doc Mac. But all BS aside, you know, because you know how me and Hutch are. We're that way. But yeah, everybody did a little. So you know, and except for the cooking, pretty much there was only a few people that cooked, but it was not it because nobody else would. It was just like JL's. He loves to cook, man. He was enjoying the shit out of it. He's like, shit. Somebody says they was hungry, shit, and he before you
Right.
know it, man, there's like this great big old pot of this, or you know, there's freaking eggs getting flung at you everywhere,
Right. I'm like, hey y'all, who wants hot dogs? He's like, fuck that. 5-star restaurant. Let's go. Okay, go
right?
ahead. Do you, bro.
Man, that bean stuff he made up, bro.
I used it as topping on the hot dogs later too.
Yeah, yeah. That's that dude. That bean stuff he whipped up was freaking phenomenal. So much so that when I was on my way home, my wife, you know, I'd call my wife to let her know I was on my way home. She goes, "Hey, I'm fixing around the store. Is there anything you want me to pick up for you?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I started naming off the ingredients to that, and I made some last night, and that's what I had for dinner last night. I've got a big old thing of that bean stuff. He told me the recipe, and
Who was that asked about biscuits? I will say there was no biscuits and gravy. Like I say, the man was not perfect. He tried the homemade biscuits and they didn't work, but he thinks he knows
yeah,
what.
yeah, the biscuits, because like I said, I'd made some biscuits and brought them up there at first, and it was uh it was like all of a sudden, you know, everybody started showing up, and like the biscuits were gone pretty quickly, so we kind of run out of biscuits pretty quick. That would be random JL's husband, Milkmaid, that made the bean stuff. It's on point.
Yeah, back
Yeah,
with
the
the beans that were the shit. I still got some in the thing that we're about to have for lunch today.
yeah, that's a recipe I love doing, man. Man, they're good. I mean, it's just all there is to it. I ain't never met nobody that didn't like them. What's up, New York Outcast? What's up? That's a good guy right there, man. One of my buddies. I've known him for a pretty good while on the YouTubes.
Oh, hey, I've got a completely random ass question. When Elusive ditched us because he had to get his permission slip signed, did he actually make those pancakes he was talking about?
I
I
don't
honestly,
know.
huh,
I don't know.
I know I went squirrel on that. I was wondering about that this morning. I was like, damn, pancakes. I want
Yeah, Milkmaid. Yeah, actually, that's correct. It would be a good time. I um she or what he the I'm sorry he made that, and I mean it's simple, and you're right with all the cans. It did have hamburger meat in it as well, and some onions and stuff, and it was a can of black beans and a can of red beans, dark red beans, and yellow rice,
some tomatoes.
a can of diced tomatoes, which I know those that are growing gardens and stuff, you could do this fresh out of your garden with some stuff, with the onions and tomatoes and such and everything. But um, the it was hamburger meat, a can of black beans, a can of the dark red beans, tomatoes, a can of tomatoes, onion, and the yellow rice, and then some salt and pepper and some garlic, seasoned to your taste. And he seasoned it just right, man, because that shit was fucking on fire, boy. That shit was good. God dang, it was so good. Yeah, exactly, Milkmaid. Yeah, I mean, he just put it on tortilla shells, which if you got the ingredients, you can make tortilla shells, and it don't even have to be on the tortilla shell. It could be on whatever, flatbread. Because hell, at one point, I went up there and all the tortilla shells were gone, and I got a hot dog bun and just put a whole. I didn't use a hot dog, but I put a whole bunch of that bean and stuff on the hot dog bun and ate it. It was like good, man. I was like, oh
Oh yeah,
yeah,
jack cheese,
huh?
pepper jack cheese.
Yeah, pepper jack cheese and oregano too. I think he used oregano on it as well. Hell yeah, Ghetto. We'd love to have you, bro. I mean, we fuck with each other and give a hard time, but I mean, we there was a place I noticed right up the road that your wife could drop you off, and it was kind of like a one of them places for special people. You know what I'm saying? So she
Close
could
one.
drop you off. Yeah, she could drop you off right there, and we could take up a collection in the camp and pay for it and everything, so Miss Ghetto don't have to pay for it, and then she can come down and hang out with all the ladies and stuff.
Yeah, because that special care for a couple of days is still going to be a nice chunk of change.
Yeah, it'll be expensive, so we'll take up a collection for Miss Ghetto so she can pay for you to stay there.
Right? Hey, Stedding was doing everything he could to sleep with the bees' dog before
Yeah,
he fell in love with that damn thing.
yeah, it was a beautiful dog for sure.
As soon as he was like, "No, I gotta make the peanut butter run, y'all," they were like, "Nope, we need our dog back."
Yeah. Well, New York Outcast. I mean, like seriously, we make it happen, bro. Seriously, I mean, I mean, hell, man, you can hit me up and we can talk about what we did and what we saw and what we learned. And I mean, if you have any questions or whatever, plan one out, New York, man. I There was somebody in a chat earlier when we were talking about this. Somebody in a chat earlier was like, "I'm from the Adirondacks, so it was too far for me to drive. Just couldn't afford it." But so there's people up there like that, man, and you know, I mean, hell, so
The blueprint has been laid, and everybody in the country go try to do something. Start meeting these folks, man.
yeah, no, you fucker. Well, all we're saying is the ghettos are excluded except for you.
Right.
If you want, I mean, sometimes we got to take a little sacrifice for our family, to so that our family can have fun, So, um, just saying, Mama Red, what's up?
What's going on? I still haven't woke up all the way, man. Just like you're
Yeah, Mark, dude, I, I got a, Hutch and I talked about it when we got back to his house yesterday evening. We talked about it, and it was more than we could have imagined. You know what I'm saying? It was more than we expected it to be. About having a good time and so forth. Well, that's the thing, New York. It's. I mean, even if it's just for one day, at least get something started. You know, but don't just do a 1 day deal and then hey, we met up. Make that day and kind of see how things go and go from there and then be like, hey, we're going to do another one. This time it's going to be a 2 day, because you know what I'm saying. Yeah, I know by making the plans. Uh, I know what you meant, New York. I'm just saying that it is. We made the plans and stuff, and there's really not as much to it as you think because what you do is you make the initial meetup place, New York. Just say, hey, look, Hutch and I are going camping here. You know what I'm saying? Um, this is where we're going to be, man. If y'all want to come, we're going to do this 3 months from now. So if anybody wants to come, this would be a great place to have a meetup and kick it and all this good stuff. And so you just start building from there, and all of a sudden people's like, "Where's this going to be?" Hey, I'm interested in this. And then you start. Then all you got to do, you kind of let the people do the work as well, because you can plan all you want to, but it's about who shows up.
right.
So that's why you just kind of pick a spot and say, "Hey, we're going to do a YouTube, prepper meetup." And then just see who
I think
shows up.
I think that was the big difference is that from the start we told people like we've got a pavilion for one night that we got you. Everything else is on you. You know what I mean? That way it's not some hey, come on in and buy these hot dogs and these cokes and all no, we're we're the focus is the people. You bring what you got to survive 3 or 4 days. I'm saying, like,
Right.
we got enough to hook y'all up once or twice. You know what I mean? It's that way everybody's got that understanding of, oh, okay, what I'm saying, we're actually doing this. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. That's why I say we didn't do shit. These people drove, the gas money and all that. You know what I mean? So hey, I respect the hell out of y'all, man. That was cool.
Yeah, yeah, that's and that's the thing, New York. Just like I said, bro, just go and just make a plan for because it takes very little planning to go. Hey, you know what? This so and so spot over here, man, is a really good place. It can fit multiple people and be a great place to throw a few burgers and hot dogs together and just feed everybody. We just all eat and stuff and then just build it from there. And
Sophia, I
yeah,
was gonna tell him that you almost rolled down the hill, but I figured I'd let you make up your I'd let you tell your truth first, and then I'd come in with the actual truth to clarify everything.
that would be mine, Hoot Owl. There were a couple of others though that had some. I know for sure Spotted Fawn and them had a flag on a couple of flags, American flags up on their stuff as well. But the one you see in the video, that's my pop up. I bought that little deal just for the camp out to hang some American flags up there.
Yeah.
And exactly, that's it's them kind of meetups, because like I said, we're going to build from what from what the intel we gathered this year. We're going to build from that and you know make it. We'll know more to what to expect. A lot of people this year that didn't get to come, they're seeing, man, they're seeing that. They're seeing, man, these guys had fun, man. God dang, I'd like to have been there, And so next year, they might stop making excuses that, and be like,
Right.
shit, I'm going this time.
Well, I seen a couple people comment earlier. Did we hear about the Roe v. Wade shit while we were down there? Literally, everybody was like, "Hey, did you hear they overturned Roe v. Wade?" We were like, "Woohoo!" 15 seconds later, we were back doing what we were doing. There
Yep.
was hardly any political talk. You know what I mean? The outside world did not fucking matter because we knew that we had it. You know what I mean? We were good no matter what happened at that moment. Didn't fucking matter. We
Well,
were good.
and yeah, exactly. And like who, the pop up and stuff, putting the flags around it, and then like Doc Mack at first was like, "Hey, I've got these glow sticks up there because the kids were starting to play with some," and he was like, "Hey, I've got some glow sticks up there," and I was like, "Yeah, bring some down and bring some for the kids, but bring a couple extra." I was like, "I got an idea," so I put them glow sticks up in there's little bitty loopholes up there at the very top of that of them awning tent, and I hung some of the just a regular old snap green glow sticks, hung some of them up there, and it provided a little bit of lighting. It wasn't much, but just enough. That yeah, we did do real life things. I mean, it was yeah the Roe Wade thing, man. We was like, yes, yeah, we was all cheering and shit, and yeah, and like you said, man, it wasn't like 10 minutes. We was all just like, man, did you see so and so over there yet a while ago, and laughing and yeah.
Monique, Osage Beach. I'm telling it would be a clusterfuck. I'll look. I mean, we looked over that way originally, but it's hey. I mean, we'll probably double check again whenever we try to do this next one, but it's very unlikely. Um, that's no, it sucks. sucks so bad.
Well, I think
I
one of
mean,
the things I think one of the things on that we really I, like we actually want to get just a little more secluded than where we were.
yeah,
I
we're
mean, it
trying to
was
get
beautiful.
further down. Yeah,
Yeah, and also a campground that still has some electric hookups and stuff like that, but a campground that has less camping sites. Because that one had like 64 or 66 campsites, and where we would like to get one that has like 40 campsites or maybe even 30 something campsites. And the cool thing about it is if we could find one like that to where we've got maybe not get some signal, I don't know, but one that's just a little bit more secluded, and has less campsites. We can even control the whole camp area more by more of us, you know, way ahead of time, renting the campsites. And it will be pretty much just us in there. There might be one or two scragglers, but
we're the real reason we're basing it like that is because this time we made sure that we were close enough to town because there's 24-hour diner, there's Walmart, Taco Bell, less than what 5 miles away. So, but nobody had any interest to go into town at all except just to get more food to hurry up and come back. So,
right.
and we were
Yeah,
getting kind
nobody.
of 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. We were like, shh.
Yeah,
So we need to get someplace where there's not going to be the
the
park.
popos riding around as much. Yeah, so like I said, we learned a lot of stuff, on this meetup, and that's what it's all about. You've got to take one step forward if you want to be in motion, and moving forward. You can't stand still and expect to move. So that's what we stepped out there, took a step out, and said, you know what, let's do this damn thing. Let's stop talking about it and fucking do it.
Right.
Because how many times all you folks in chat and everything, how many times have either yourself or seen someone say, how can we really build a real community? I mean, we just, instead of talking about it, we showed you this is how you build a
Hey,
real
I ain't
community.
gonna lie. Everything that we did this weekend is 100,000% gonna influence the way that I start doing this next set of community videos. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Because dude, you get out there and you actually see how you get that idea like, okay, this is the kind of group that I want. You know what I mean? Can it be real? You actually get out there and you watch people moving, not for a couple hours, but literally 18 hours a day, 3, 4 days straight. You know what I'm saying? And you, oh yeah, this is easily doable. You know what I mean?
Right.
A community of 50, we'll have to
Yeah,
check that maybe, but definitely a community of 25, 30 could definitely survive any fucking thing. I mean, if it's the
yeah,
right
and
people.
that's what I was saying, with before, when people were talking about community size, and I've been around the 20-25 member spot. I've always believed that would be just the right amount of people, because you're going to get a Doc Mac, you're going to get um, some women who have raised children, and maybe their children are grown and gone or whatever. I don't know, but still there's going to be some type, around a 25 member group. There's going to be children in there, and seeing how people respond to children, and the care that they're going to need, in a shift situation. Yeah, you learn so freaking much, once you have this real mindset. It's no longer just talking about it. online anymore. It's a completely different experience of experiencing what it's like to be in a sort of, I mean, you can see a shift situation. You can see, you know, you can imagine that and say, hey man, this guy right here is really freaking good at cooking, and he's good at it, um, and also he don't have to be trained on how to use a weapon because he already knows. He could show us shit. So yeah, you learn these things, man, and it's like this is the kind of community you want.
Chat just be quiet on us. What's going on, y'all? Why y'all so quiet?
I was looking at the chat.
I feel like I am super low energy right now.
Oh dude, I'm gonna tell you, I haven't even unloaded my truck yet. It's sitting out there in the sunshine, and I've got it tilted, where, pulled up in my driveway where any of the water that comes off will run out of my truck instead of just sitting in it, like it was yesterday morning. um, but yeah, it's
Oh, I
I've,
will say, like Sophia got plenty of stuff recorded, so she'll probably be dropping videos. And I know Sister Marie got a whole bunch of stuff recorded, so she'll probably be dropping videos. Go check out them, y'all, if you want to see more of what's going on. Like I'm done. Everything that I posted, that's all I have. So if you want to see what Camp Out, he's got some more coming with these. Uh, I don't know who all, I have no idea.
yeah, I don't know who all's got recordings and stuff, and if somebody wants to, doesn't really put out content that was there and wants to send me some videos or whatever, you know, to add to some of these videos I've got, I'll do some mix up on them and stuff, and put some music to it and all that. You know what I'm saying? And fix it up. But yeah, I've still got uh, 4 or 5 videos of us sitting around and the things we were doing, and
So yeah, literally the only clip that I have left is like a 17-second deal of me calling you a douche, uh, Sister Marie cool, Ohio cool, random ditzy, and Miss Hutch super douche. And they were like,
right.
"What you just call me?" And then they cuts off right there. That's all. That's all I got left.
So you didn't want to say the ass whooping that persists afterwards.
Right. Oh, I seen that crazy looking random's eyes, and I was like, he's like, "Oh, this motherfucker done called me ditzy." Hey, you get a chance to hang out with random. I swear to God, you will not be bored.
With who?
Random.
Random. Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely, dude. Class act, man. She's gangster and ditzy all at the same time. So it's almost like a crazy woman.
She'll roll her eyes while she's giving you a compliment, and you're like, "Was that backhanded or not?"
Right. Like she did you the other morning. She was all like, I
She's
was
like, "Do you
like,
have
oh
on my
shit.
eyes?"
Right. Hutch was
Yeah.
all like, why you coming at me like that? It's like, what? She's like, what? And she was like, you know, yeah, random's cool as shit. She is, man. I mean, everybody was, dude. It's just amazing how cool everybody was, man.
Starting to get warm out here.
Yeah, it's but it's cooler than what it's been. It's 85 here.
Yeah, it's only supposed to be in the 80s today, but I'm running out of shades. I've I've literally got like 2 foot left, and then I'm deep in the weeds. I still got my swim shorts on.
Well, we've been on here for 2 hours and 15 minutes already. And like I said, I'll be honest with you. I'm like you, man. I don't have a lot of energy today, man. I'm tired. You know it, man. We do because even that one night that everybody was it Thursday night, everybody went to bed and like elusive, hung with us for a little bit. Like I said, the bees come down there. Well, Sophia stayed up at the camp, but the rest of them came down and fished with us for a little bit, and they left, and then elusive left. And it was just me and you. We stayed there for a pretty good while after that
About
and
2:30.
fished. Yeah. So yeah, I ain't had much sleep either, man, because even them 2, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning nights, man, and people are at the campsite at 6 o'clock in the morning. It's like, you know. So I'm gonna not quite be as rude as Hutch, but I'll at least say goodbye,
Bye.
Monique. Right. But anyway, everybody, thanks for coming and hanging out. I've got some more videos. I'm just gonna title them, whatever the one I titled this morning, YouTube Meetup, Building a Community Part One, and I'm gonna do, the same thing Part Two, Part Three, and put out some more footage, of everything that we did, there and that I've got recordings of, how we hung out and how well everybody got along. And there's transition from day to nighttime. So, I mean, would you like to, I mean, say something about that though, Hutch? I mean,
About what?
just just about, one last time about, how well everything went over and just, about giving advice to everybody.
Next